Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are safe and fine. Welcome to science class. As we are discussing the graphical representation of motion, here I am summarized. In previous class, we discussed the distance time graph, right? So, distance time, we can calculate speed by means of distance and time. So, we see two cases are here. That first is when the speed is uniform. Uniform motion means when an object covers equal distance in equal interval of time. So we see that we get a slope from the origin, a straight slope for uniform speed. So how can we calculate speed from this graph? We know that if we take any 2 points on the slope like A and B and draw perpendicular on x-axis and y-axis, and also from B we draw perpendicular on x-axis and y-axis and proceed further, the two lines intersect at a point C, right? And we know that to find the slope we have a formula, that is y-axis upon x-axis, or we can calculate from here the formula speed equals to distance upon time, right? So if we talk about y-axis or distance, we have to consider the points parallel to point A and B, that is, suppose it is S1 and S2. And when we talk about x-axis, as it is a time axis, so here the point is T1 and T2. So according to the formula, that is slope equals to y-axis upon x-axis, y-axis is S2 minus S1 and x-axis is T2 minus T1. So in this way we can calculate the speed, or this is the formula, speed equals to distance upon time. It is distance S2 minus S1 and that is time. So in this way we can calculate the speed of a object. And another is non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed or motion is that when an object cover unequal distance in equal interval of time. So we get a curve. Another is velocity time graph. So we can find out the distance by means of velocity and time. How can we calculate distance here? Suppose in first case when object is moving in uniform motion or with constant velocity, and suppose the velocity of an object is 40 km per hour, so we get a line, straight line, which is just parallel to the x-axis, as it is moving uniformly with a 40 km per hour, so we get a straight line. So to calculate the distance, we have a formula, speed equals to distance upon time. So distance will be speed into time, right? Speed we know that it is of 40 km per hour, and for time we consider 2 points A and B and draw parallel from A on the x-axis and from B also on x-axis. So we get 2 points, suppose it is T1 and T2. So the time will be T2 minus T1. So here we put speed equals to 40 and time will be T2 minus T1, and we can also know that the area of a rectangle here, area of rectangle is equals to length into breadth, that is AD into DC, right? So if we calculate the area covered under the graph, then it is equals to the distance, right? So in any case, if we have given only velocity of an object which is moving with uniform motion, or having constant velocity, then by calculating the distance or the area under the curve, we can calculate the distance. See that graph for uniform accelerated motion. If a body is moving uniformly, then we get a slope from the origin, right? So in this case, again we have to calculate the area under the curve. Suppose we take any point A and E on the slope and draw perpendicular again on x-axis and on y-axis. Similarly, from E we draw perpendicular on x-axis and y-axis. So we see the area covered under this slope is A, B, C, D, E, right? So distance traveled by car is equals to the area covered A, B, C, D, E. So here we see that one is a triangle and another is a rectangle. So we can write it as area of rectangle ABCD plus area of triangle ADE here. And we know that area of rectangle is length into breadth, that is AB into BC. Here AB into BC. Area of triangle is half base into height, half AD into DE. So in this way we can calculate the distance traveled by a car, right? Another case is that when an object is moving non-uniformly, that is non-uniform accelerated motion. So we can get different type of graphs having different curves like this or like this as the object is moving non-uniformly. Now we see the equation of motions for velocity time graph, which is very important in this chapter, the derivation of equation of motions. There are generally three types of equation of motion. First is v equals to u plus at, another is v square minus u square equals to 2as, and third is v s equals to ut plus half at square. So first we derive here first equation, that is v equals to u plus at. Equation for velocity time relation, and here we take a graph in which an object is moving uniformly, uniform acceleration graph, right? Suppose an object starts from any other point other than origin and we get a slope for a uniform accelerated body, right? So first of all, in this, when an object starts from any velocity, that is called its initial velocity. I told you in previous class, which is denoted by u, and v is the final velocity. So first of all, we consider the terms with u and v as AO. If we talk about AO, AO is equals to CD and it is equals to u, that is initial velocity, then EO, another term is EO, EO is equals to BC and which is equals to V, the final velocity, right? So we start from final velocity, right? BC is also equals to BD plus DC here, and BC is equals to V. So we can write here V equals to BD plus and DC is equals to U. So we write here U. So from where we get BD equals to V minus U and we write it equation number 1. Now we know that acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time, right? And change in velocity is equals to BD. So acceleration, which is denoted by A, is equals to BD by T, and BD is equals to A multiplied by T. Right here equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2 we see that BD equals to V minus T U and BD is equals to AT. So V minus U is equals to AT and we get V equals to U plus AT. That is the equation number 1.